Jesus. Whew. I'm out of shape. Anyways. Whew. Hi, my name's Ira Cross, and it's his first mic, where we talk to comics about their first time on stage. Today, we got Dan Sebree. Ew. The bird shit on my car, and I just put my hand in it. And my elbow. Ew. Oh. God. So, as you just heard, we have the wonderful, amazing Dan Sebree. Thank you so much for being on and enjoying yourself. And I'm going to go right into it. First question. This is where we make our money.
Okay.
Hopefully.
We're getting paid for this?
You're getting paid for this?
Somebody better be getting paid for this.
Somebody. I feel like Brandon's getting paid for this and didn't tell us. There would be hints. Cameras would be all of a sudden super expensive. Yeah. Be like... More expensive. You're welcome. He's about to say something. Yeah. You're welcome.
These are expensive cameras. I can tell that.
Yes. But anywho, first question, what made you get into comedy? What made you interested in comedy?
So I've been obsessed with stand-up since I was like a little kid, like 5 years old. Right. And I was always telling people I'd be a comedian, and I like had no idea like what that actually meant. And so I was just like obsessed with it. And then I started writing for a long time. My older sister, Rebecca, is worked in theater and stuff and like hung out with a bunch of comedians. Like that's how I kind of got introduced. Is I met a bunch of comedians in Dayton.
Love it.
And then they brought me to one of their shows. It was like the big contest in Dayton at Wiley's. And it's like they did it every summer, and like whoever wins gets like $1,000, and like you're the best comedian in Dayton, blah blah blah. And I went to the finals of that show, and I got like halfway through, and I was like, I could fucking do this. So I was like, I can do this for sure. Right. And then, my sister introduced me to this comedian, Sydney Back, and then they signed me up. And that was January 19th of 2014 was the first time I did stand-up.
No shit. Okay, so you got to tell me about that then. So like, what was it leading up to? How did you feel?
I was so nervous.
Sure.
Because like, I felt like, I don't know, I felt like this was what I was supposed to do. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of nerves like leading up to it. Like, what if this is terrible and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And I had to work a full shift at Family Video before too. So I was like, had terrible customers, and I was just like, fuck these people.
I don't know what I'm doing tonight. I'm working on something.
Yeah, just wait. I'm going to leave here and they'll never see me again. I was back on Tuesday, but...
they were like, so
how'd it go? Yeah. I was like, not that good. So it was a Sunday night mic, and then so I got there and I was like so nervous. And I was also, when I started doing stand-up, I was like 330 pounds, so I was like huge.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was like so nervous and so sweaty that like I sweat through my shirt, so I had this huge like armpit sweat stain.
Yo.
And I was just like, this is literally my worst nightmare. Like, this is terrible. I was like, my pants might fall down.
Yo, yeah.
But I did bring like 25 people.
Sure.
And so like it was all my friends and like a lot of my family. And they had all been like super supportive about like, you should do stand up, you're so funny, which means annoying. But so I did it, and like I did pretty good.
Sure.
But I think that's because I brought like half the crowd. So like if I bombed in front of like, I don't think I would have done it ever again if I like ate shit in front of like all my friends and family.
That's fair. That's fair. So, okay, so you said you didn't bomb, you did pretty well.
Yeah.
It was the competition you said?
No, this was just like a regular open mic. Once I saw that, because I was like debating the whole time, I was like, I want to do it, but I was too afraid to start because for whatever reason, I was just like, I don't know, you always make excuses when you want to do this. I do that shit still to this day, where I just make excuses for not doing something. But I saw that show, and there was like really funny comics on it, don't get me wrong, but I just saw it and I was like, oh, this is it? Yeah. Like I can at least be this good.
Yes. Yeah. It's like barrier for entry was a lot lower than you realized.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because like when you see like most people get introduced to like specials or whatever.
Right. And that's...
Yeah, which is like, that's most of the time, like that is 6 shows, the comics wearing the same exact outfit every single show, and they're editing together 6 shows. So like you go watch like whatever special, like no one's ever does that good for an hour straight. Like no one's ever that good.
No,
It's literally impossible.
Yeah, and those that are like freaks of nature.
Yeah, they're maniacs. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, no, it's so funny because I feel like one of the things that we wanted to do with this show is to obviously highlight great comics like yourself in the city. But the other thing is to like pull the curtain back a little bit, and not even in a way of just like, ha, they're frauds. No, like
pay hasn't changed since the 80s. It's bullshit. It's the same thing, except you don't get cocaine anymore. That's the worst part.
That's where we messed up, Brandon. We weren't giving everybody cocaine. Shit. Now we know.
You get way more comedians on this show if you offered coke.
Word. Didn't know that.
Yeah. And faster.
100% faster. I thought I talked fast. No, that's too funny. But okay, so you were just it was just an open mic then? Is that am I hearing that correct?
So like
okay.
Wiley's. So it's not. They closed I think like 2 years ago, but it was the oldest comedy. It was the first comedy club in Ohio and the oldest comedy club. It was in downtown Dayton in the Oregon district.
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
So that was like where I came up.
Yeah.
And the club was so bad. I mean, when I first started, it was so fucking bad.
Right.
It was this guy who's a hilarious comedian. He has like an HBO special. Rob Haney, he owned it. But like at a certain point, like after the financial crisis in 2008, it was like took a huge hit. And so he just like kept booking like Bob and Tom road comics.
Got you.
Which was cool because like I was a kid. I listened to like, Haywood Banks or whatever the fuck, like, Big Butter Jesus and all that shit.
Right.
So it's cool to like meet those guys and like see like how comedy works. And then, but I remember the first show I did there was like 3 people in the crowd.
No shit.
It was brutal. Yeah. And the lights. So they also had the stage was like super high. It was like probably like 5 feet high.
Oh shit.
And the steps weren't on the side of the stage at all. They were like directly in the center. So you'd have to like walk up the center and then go up these steps back to the audience and then do like a full 180. So like they see like your ass and back and everything before they see your face. But the other thing is the lights. So like usually when you have like stage lights is like they're kind of lower and like you can still sort of see like in the room, but these he had stage lights that were directly in front of you and they were full blast. So like you literally, my first year and a half of doing stand up, I could never see the crowd.
Yeah, how would you?
Way too bright. And then also I never did this, but I saw people do it all the time because it was so bright and the steps were directly in front of the stage. So many people would like try and like go down and just fucking wipe out.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, there was this one guy, his name was Puke. This guy was hilarious. He was so bad. He was so bad at stand-up.
I love this already.
So he had like a crop top. He was like, dude, okay. So he was like super skinny. Yeah. Like 5'8". He had this crop top with suspenders underneath the crop top and like cut off jeans. And you're like, is this going to be homophobic? No, this man was straight. So, so he had suspenders under his crop top and then he had these big leather boots. And then he just like went on stage and just like started shit talking women and just like saying like all this nasty, like derogatory stuff about women. And then he went to go step off the stage and it was like everyone hated him. Like
that's awesome.
Even his girlfriend that came with him was like, what the fuck is this? Like had no clue that this was what he was gonna do.
Yeah.
And she even actually left in the middle of the set. It was so bad. And then he goes to step off, misses the steps and steps on a table and just fucking wipes out. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. It was so
best part
good.
of his set and he didn't even know.
Oh my God. It was the funniest joke that's anyone ever
killed.
told. Yeah.
He killed.
And then was like, dude, it was so funny because it was like a myth, like in Dayton comedy for like years. Like Puke just came out of the night, just like vanished, and was never seen again. And we just talk about it like some urban legend.
Yes.
And then the open mic host, because like a booked mic, so the host. They would like one host would run it for years and then they would back out and then somebody else would resume the position. So
got you.
It was Mike Canistero and Joanne Viscup that used to run it when I started, and then it switched to Karen Jaffe and Nate Washington. Okay. And so then they started running it. Puke signed up again, and it was just as bad as the first time. I remember we were all kind of disappointed because we were like, well. Like, it's not worse. Like, it's just as bad, which we're like, well, we've seen this.
Yeah.
Like, we've seen it be bad. And then, but at the end, he acknowledged him falling off. And so then he's like, this time I'm not going to do it. And he purposely stepped directly on the table because they had moved the steps. When they switched owners, they moved the steps from the front to the side of the stage.
Sure.
And he was like, I'm going to walk off the front like I did last time, and went and stepped on the table, but the table wasn't screwed in all the way. So he stepped like directly in the center of it where the support was, but it wasn't screwed in. So he still wiped out. It was awesome. We're like, dude, we didn't think you were going to be good at all.
Oh my God.
Two times. Two for two.
Puke, if you're watching this, we need you on the show.
Yeah. That club is closed now, but come up to Columbus or go down to Cincinnati.
Brandon, we need to find Puke.
Dude,
we need to find Puke.
I'll go dig through my phone or like my Facebook. I have photos. So maybe we can like superimpose a photo of Puke.
We're going to put Puke. Are we putting him in the wide or this one?
I mean, wherever.
We're going to put Puke right here if we find that picture. That's true. He's probably in the alley somewhere. Dude, that's so funny. I love that.
Oh, Puke was a dog, by the way. No.
Yes. Oh, dude. These are the stories. This is what we want on this show.
Yeah.
For real.
I mean, as much as I love really good, like groundbreaking comedy or like something that like perfects the art form or like, I love more than anything bad comedy. I love it so much more than regular good comedy.
I think it was it was Def. Def was talking about, because Def laughs at everything, but people don't realize he's not laughing because your joke's great all the time. Sometimes he is, because like obviously, but like we love bad comedy because it's funny.
So good, because it comes like emotionally, it comes from the same place, and like philosophically, you're like, as a good joke, you're like, I want this to be funny. Some people just kind of blow it.
Yes,
and it's
you're just like,
because I've been there. I know how bad it feels. So when it's not you, man, it's so funny.
Yes,
I'm like, I know what you're going through.
You're like, ooh.
But there's also times where I'm like, why would you say that? Why would you think that that's a good idea?
Yes, I feel like that's more funny because like that's funnier than when somebody is trying, putting forth the effort, and you're like, there's kind of something there. It's way more funny when they're like, well, I like elbows too, and you're like, trash, dude. Try again. Do something totally different because that ain't it.
Why are you talking about elbows?
Like, what the fuck was that? No, that's when it's like really funny to me. It's like, oh God, that hurt me.
Yeah,
the embarrassment is real.
Or like there'll be times where like, you'll see, like, I'll watch a con, because I still do open mics all the time, because like you're supposed to.
Duh. Yeah.
And so I'll watch people, and I'm like, this is like, at a certain point when you're watching comedy as a comedian, you don't even, it's not that you don't enjoy it, it's that when you like, when it goes through your brain, it's not a form of entertainment. It's not really even like an art form anymore. It's more of like, okay, what are they going to say next? Like, what's the rhythm? Like, what's the structure that they use? Because everyone has their own.
Sure. Like,
if you watch a comedian for like 20 minutes, you're like, oh, I know exactly what they're doing. You can't necessarily do it.
Sure.
Right? But you can understand like what they're doing. So there'll be times I'll be like listening to it at an open mic, and I'll be like, okay, structurally, this is great.
Yeah.
Punchlines don't really make sense, but like you have all the nuts and bolts of it, and then they'll just say something fully out of left field. You're like, well, now I don't know what to think. Because like, that doesn't have anything to do.
I had it. I don't. It's one of those things, and I feel like I might have said this before with somebody else, but like it's one of those things where as an athlete, former athlete, played football all through middle school, high school, college, it's like watching game film. Right? You're watching it. You're like, okay, I'm breaking it out. Like to this day, I'll be watching football and I'll be like, oh, they're pulling left. That's definitely going to be a run play to the left. And or they're like misdirection this way because you see it coming.
Yeah.
Because you've watched it, heard it, seen it, listened to it. Especially if you know the comic, you're like, oh, I know where they're going with this.
Yeah.
And it's always like, oh yeah. No, I love hearing comics talk about comedy that way on every level.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's also really cool because I've been lucky to where I get to open some comics that are like really, really good and like really talented.
Yes.
And so it's like you kind of, at some point I had to take for granted, like I worked over for this amazing comedian like Jeff Tate. He's so funny. He's like probably one of the best working comedians I've ever seen in my life. He's amazing. And I remember like one time I was like in the back of the room and he was like crushing and I was just like on my phone and just like he was telling a joke I'd heard, a dozen times. I'm like, I mouthed it and I was like, he said something different. And I was like, I was like, oh, I'm taking for granted, like working for one of the best comedians like in the country, in my opinion or whatever.
Sure.
But so it's been like, it's really cool to like have that where you're like analyzing, but then you're like also working for like really cool, good comedians.
Hell yeah.
You're like, oh man.
Hell yeah. You're like, this is pretty dope.
Yeah. Or like sometimes you'll open for a comic and you'll be like, and they're like really good or like famous or whatever. And you're like, oh, I have that joke too. I'd be like, and I'm never bummed because I'm like, well, all right.
Yeah.
I think I'm on the same wavelength.
Yeah, I'm going the right direction. No, that's good. I love that. I love that that was the first question. And you also talked about your first mic a little bit too. So, I love weaving those things together. Third question, technically, I guess you could say, comedy and Columbus. So you're from Dayton originally, which I didn't know that. I thought you were from
Heaven, baby.
So why comedy in Columbus? Like, what made you even come here?
I got a job.
Fair.
Well, that was like, honestly, so in Dayton, there was only like so much you could do. Like you could, like when I started, you could work at either the Funny Bone or at Wiley's. You couldn't work at both. And whichever one picked you was like the club that you go to. So like I was going to Wiley's all the time, and I went to the Funny Bone a lot, but like the Funny Bone picked me first, and then Wiley's got fucking mad. So then like it was funny because there was like this, not like a war, but they were annoyed that the Funny Bone was like technically my home club now.
Sure.
So they booked me like the very next weekend. So they were like, so there was like this little spat, but the whole time I was like, well, I'm making more money, like, and doing more stand up. So this is great for me.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes.
So, but I did that. Like I hosted at both clubs in the city. Like within the first year I was doing stand up. So I was like already doing like pro shows like that kind of like early in. So I was in Dayton for like 4 or 5 years doing stand up. And then I was like, I ran my show super dope in my house for like 3 or 4 years. Cool. And I ran like a comedy festival for 3 years. And I feel like I got as good as I could have, not necessarily as good as I could have gotten, but I feel like at that time I was like, I think I need a change of scenery to like push myself further.
Sure.
So like after accomplishing like, doing the festivals, running my show, I headlined the Wiley's, I featured there. Like I did all the stuff that you could do at that club.
Sure.
So I came up here because the Columbus Funny Bone is like the flagship Funny Bone.
Right.
So if you get passed there to feature, which is like you do 25 minutes, you get passed to work at every single Funny Bone in the country.
That's dope.
So
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So like my goal was, okay, move up. I got a job and paid me more. So I was like, well, it makes sense. So I was asked to move. So I was like, well, okay, I know a few people that live up here. Like Amber Falter's a good friend of mine. Ian Miller's a really good friend of mine. And so I just moved up here. And then my goal was to like work the Funny Bone, like get into the Funny Bone, start hosting. And then within, however many times, start featuring at the Funny Bone was like my goal. So... and I did all of it. Yeah.
Let's go. I was gonna say that was the next question. I was like, did you do all those things? I was like, I feel like I've heard of you doing some of it, but I didn't know all. But hell yeah, that's awesome.
I did.
But you tour a lot too. Like you go around.
I'll open for like a lot of people. Like I'll open for Ashley Gavin sometimes.
Okay.
Or like I open for Jeff Tate a lot. And like the Funny Bone keeps giving me like queer comics to open for because which is awesome because I'm like they're like, you're weird and bi, you'll fit in.
Word.
Yeah. Word. Like word. And so I've like opened for like Bob the Drag Queen. I've opened for like Alok. I've opened for Joel Kim Booster. Like I've opened for like all these really amazing they're just amazing comedians in general, but they just so happen to be queer too, which is like. If you guys haven't seen a stand-up show with a queer crowd, it's so much fun.
I bet it's
amazing.
I have yet to do it, but I definitely should.
I opened for Rachel Scanlon, who's a hilarious comedian. She's a lesbian. That's like kind of her brand is like, and I would walk on stage being her opener. Yeah. And she like her team chose me to like they watched all these videos and they picked me out of everybody. Yeah. So they chose me. So I'd walk on stage and then the crowd would realize I'm a dude and just stop clapping. And it was so funny. It's like, oh, cool.
Like,
it's hilarious. It was so funny because people were like, oh, how'd you handle it? I was like, I just brought it up immediately.
You have to. Why would you not address it instantly?
Yeah, like you guys are being mean.
You're like, that was mean. So I just assume I'm a straight white male.
Yeah, I'm one of you. Yeah.
And we're in this together.
Hey, look at my outfit.
Check the fit. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's funny. Hell yeah. No, I love that. And okay, so I didn't think to ask this question or think of asking this question. It's not written on this paper, but being a comic that happens to be queer versus saying a queer comic because you're a comic that happens to be queer. Yeah. What is that like being in, well, actually, maybe I feel like in Columbus, maybe it's easier to handle just because we do have a bigger queer community than Dayton. What was that like in Dayton versus Columbus?
Well, I didn't really come out till I was in Columbus anyway. So I don't really know exactly how it would have played out in Dayton.
Okay.
I think in Dayton it probably would have been fine. Like I think I get homophobic shit all the time. It's just what you know how it is. I mean, not that you're gay. But no, but you just like when you're like of an out group, for example, like you're like you pick up on what people say, and you're like, oh, like you're meaning to do this or you're not. But either way, it's kind of fucked what you're saying.
Yes.
So that definitely, I mean, that happens all the time. Like people don't. Sometimes people mean it. Some people literally have no idea like what they're saying, and they're just saying like some hateful shit. But I think it would have been fine in Dayton because like I think. It's kind of lame that this is how it is, but I think if you're like kind of good at something, people will like look past whatever your quote unquote flaw or different is, whatever your difference might be. So I think since I was good and I was like running shows, like I think to my face, I probably wouldn't have experienced very much.
Right.
And the people in Dayton are really good too. So I don't think I would have gotten anything like behind the back, just to be honest. But Columbus, it's like, it's pretty much easy. Yeah. Really the only thing that I noticed like, is it used to be like I would say I'm bi, and it would be annoying how many people would applaud. Where I'm like, I'm not a fucking hero. Like, I'm just like, I'll suck your dick. Like that's all I'll do. Like I'm not a hero.
It's just something I do for me.
Yeah, that's like a fun thing I know how to do. But
that's good. That's like what's funny? That reminds me when people will be like, yeah, I've been married for 15 years, and people applaud, and you're like, aren't you supposed to be married for longer and longer and longer because you're married? Like, isn't that the rule? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that Chris Rock bit. Like, I take care of my kids. Like, you're supposed to.
Nigga, you're supposed to take care of your kids.
What, you want a cookie?
Right. Like, duh. That's funny. Yes. It's funny. I never thought about like you saying to the crowd that you're bi and then getting the big applause, and that it is comparable, like to being married or being like, y'all know I'm black. I'll be working through being black forever. Applause, like. Thank you.
Like maybe give that to me out there.
Right. I can read. Applause.
Ooh, yeah.
The fuck you supposed to be able to read? You live in America. What are we doing?
Well, it's just like when I'll bring it up, it's not because like I don't. It's not like, okay, if I'm working with queer crowds, I do have to bring it up quickly because I look a certain type of way.
You will lose them.
Yeah, I have to like bring it up within a certain amount of time.
Yes.
But that's for like their own ease of mind. Like it's not even for me. It's just like, hey, you guys need to know so you relax and you can like just watch my comedy without like wondering, am I a piece of shit or whatever?
Yes, that's fair.
Which is a goofy thing, but it's just a thing that happens, right?
Yeah.
But I think now in the last like couple of years, I've definitely like outwardly faced more homophobia like from crowds and stuff. Like, it used to be like I would bring it up, or like if I was in a rural area, they wouldn't want to seem hateful, so they would just like maybe be a little uncomfortable, but then they would like muscle through it. Now they don't give a shit.
Yeah,
right. It's not just rural crowds. Like that's pretty reductive, but but there's definitely been like some shows I've done that like I've been in a line of comics after the show, and like everyone's shaking each other's hand, and then like people will not shake my hand. Like that happens. Like, and it's and it kind of hurts, but it's also like, okay,
get over yourselves.
Yeah, right. Like
you think you're gonna catch the queer, like,
right? Yeah, like I was in Mount Vernon, and like a bunch of dudes like refused to shake my hand, and I was like, you live in Mount Vernon.
That makes you look more gay, actually.
Yeah, like gay as the shit.
Like, I don't want to touch the gay guy because I might get turned on.
Yeah, like that's says way more about you than it does about me.
Yeah, so
but I was just like some whack shit. So like stuff like that happens. Sure. But for the most part, like, because my material isn't necessarily about me being queer either. So like there is stuff that I have that's about it, or I'll bring it up. But like I've also been in a hetero passing, which means I'm dating someone that looks like a lady, for the last 9 years. So it's also like, my queerness is part of me, but like on a day-to-day, like,
Exactly. Also, congratulations on 9 years.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
No one clapped for that, by the way.
No, it's a weird year number. That's why.
Oh, you think so?
Once you get to 10,
then it's easy. Damn, I should just start saying 10.
And then when you get to 11, don't do 11. That's weird. Don't
just
do 12.
Round right up.
Might actually be one. 13, I feel like, is odd. 14, probably
13's dangerous.
13's dangerous. 15, good one.
That's a good one.
It's all the round numbers and all the numbers that, like, I feel like once you get past like 30, maybe even past 20 in a like marriage relationship, I don't think anybody cares. It's got to be like marriage. Once you get past 20 years of marriage, every year after that is like applause.
Damn. Are you married?
I'm just guessing. No. I am engaged though.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man. Actually, maybe by the time some of you might be seeing this, I'm married, because by then it'll be, past the time I'm getting married in August.
Oh, cool. What day?
August 8th.
August 8th is my sister's birthday.
No shit.
Yeah.
There's a few birthdays. Like one of my cousins, his birthday falls on the same day. And I'm like, oh, forgot. He's like, that's messed up. And I'm like, dude, shut up. He's like, so am I invited? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. You're not invited.
It's, you know what? Come drink with us afterwards when I don't have to pay for your alcohol. That part. So, but no, that's awesome, dude. Last question before we get to rapid fire. What would you tell a comic, because you've been doing this for a while, have a lot of experience in a lot of different ways. What would you tell a comic that either is brand new to the scene or they're like contemplating getting started, but they need that little bit of a push? You know, they're trying to rationalize themselves out of it like you were talking about before. What would you tell new comics?
Well, I mean, this is there's a lot to answer, but I think like the first thing is like if you're wanting to start and you haven't started, if you do it one time and you suck shit and you never do it again, you're literally in the same exact position you are in right now.
Word.
So like that's the first thing. It's like you lose nothing by trying. And I think like right now, people are weird about are afraid of looking stupid or bad at something.
It's so weird, man.
Yeah, and like everyone sucks at everything. So like be bad at it for a while. Like you don't get good ever until you start doing it. And you got to do it like a lot and like really intentionally do it. If you are new and you've started in the last like year, what I would recommend is like write everything down. Even if you don't think it's going to be funny, even if it makes no sense, even you're like, oh, I can never say this on stage. Like it doesn't matter. Just write it all down. Right. Because what you might find if you keep with it, what you're going to find is later when you'll look back, you'll be like, oh, I had this bit that nothing worked except for this one line. And now I have this huge bit that works, but it's missing one thing. And then you can like, oh, just cut that sucker out, put it over there. And like, so write everything, keep everything. And then I would say ask as much advice or like as you can get. Listen to everything, but don't do everything.
That's fair. Yeah.
You know, like whatever, even if someone has a bad opinion, you need to know what that opinion is.
Yeah.
like it's funny when someone's like, oh, I've got this stand-up thing figured out. And then they say like the most like whack opinion about it, which I think is still good because it shows you like, oh, that's a thought process someone has. I don't think that way and I'm not going to think that way.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Well, and then the other thing is, this is the last thing I'll say about it, is like when comics start, they fall in love with doing comedy. They fall in love with like being in this community of misfit toys and alcoholics and weirdos. And like, it's a romantic thing. I think you should romanticize comedy when you're doing it, like, because it keeps you motivated. If you over-romanticize what you're doing, right? Sure. If you're like, I'm just going to go to the bar and speak into a microphone. Like, it's not...
That's weird.
Yeah, it's not like romantic. It's boring. It's lame, you know, because this is art after all. So like, it should feel powerful and it should like kind of consume you a little bit. But watch as much open mics as you can. Like watch all the open mics, watch everybody that's good, watch everybody that's bad. Yeah. And because you'll learn, and then also watch professional comedians and go to weekend shows. Yeah. Because what's going to happen if you just keep taking amateur comedy in, you're going to develop amateur comedian habits, which everyone does. But if you watch a professional comedian, you start to take in their good habits. Yes. And like, that's also kind of what art is you get influenced by people that came before you or your contemporaries that are really, really good. Or people that aren't that great, like can also inspire you in certain ways. So for sure. Take from everything and like kind of absorb it all, and however, don't necessarily take it all in and keep it, but you know, I think observing, asking questions, and like just committing to it, writing everything down, and then you will not make money ever. You probably just will never make money. Like that's realistically, you probably will never make money.
You will cover your bar tab, maybe. Depending on how much you drink.
Like I'm super lucky, and stand-up pays my rent. That's it though. It doesn't pay. My rent's cheap.
That's funny. You're like, rent is covered. Shit, I gotta go get a job.
Yeah, right.
And regular work. Yeah. No, that's dope though. I mean, I think a lot of folks, just as an aside, I think a lot of folks would love to be in that situation where they are doing comedy numbers, where they could pay even the cable bill. Well, who has cable anymore? Right. The Netflix bill, because that's just as expensive as cable now.
It's the same. You got to bundle them all together anyway.
Right. Yeah, to get anything. I'm mad about Avatar. We'll move on now.
Yeah, but I'm super lucky to have like to be like a working road feature. Like I'm not even a headline. I'm a feature. Like I can headline rooms. I can do all this stuff, but I am a feature. So like that's most of the money I'm making. I'm super lucky to have that. And but it's within the last 3 years, I've been doing it regularly. You know, I've been working the whole time, but like
still, you
know, like reliable all the time work is like, no, it's dope. Not all the time, you know, so you got to do this because you love it. And the money is just, if you can make it your career, awesome. If you can make sub money from it, amazing. But like, you got to do this because you love comedy and you love jokes.
Yes.
That's why you do this.
Yes. Yeah. See, and now I'm going to use that to tell people to the camera, I'm not going to do stand-up comedy. People have asked me, they're like, when are you going up on stage? I'm not going to do it. One, I love comedy, but I don't love it the way you're describing it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I love being a part of it. Like, this is awesome to be able to do, to give comics a platform and do their thing and work with comics to help them, you know, put shows together and work on sketches, stuff like that. I love doing those things. So being behind the scenes kind of energy is great. Like I said, given the platform, I love that part of it. Could I go up on stage and tell jokes? Yes, I could. Is it going to be amazing or great? Maybe. I don't know. But I have no inclination to do it because I don't love it as much as much as I should to then continue to do it and be good at it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why would I waste my time then? You know, I'll give other people opportunities and make those things happen for them instead.
It's also totally okay for it to just be a hobby too.
Totally
like,
okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. And like sometimes the frustrating thing is the people that are hobbyists are some of the funniest people on the planet and they just have no motivation to like push everything else to the side and like pursue it. So like there's literally nothing wrong with it being a hobby.
No, not at all.
You know, it doesn't have to be a career and it probably won't be a career. So like I wouldn't get into it for that reason. But
right, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's kind of where people are is they see that like if I did do it, it would probably be a hobby. Not that they're saying there's anything wrong with that. And I'm not saying that. I'm just like, I like the moves I'm making in comedy the way I'm doing it. Yeah. A lot of people have told me this, and I'm saying this quoting other folks. They're like, Ira, we need people like you in the comedy scene. And I'm like, happy to do it. Let's do it. And Brandon. Shout out Brandon.
Yeah. I mean, we need other, like, that's what people don't, like, you're exactly right. Like, the comedy scene, it would be terrible if it was only comedians. Like, it would be the fucking worst thing in the world if it was only comedians. Like, you need, like, regular ass people. You need people that are talented in other ways to like, it's with everything. You need a group of people that have different abilities and different capabilities. And like, that's what makes a good scene good.
Exactly. Well, normally we get to our rapid fire, but okay, how about this? I'll ask you like, Brandon, where are we at on time? 3 minutes? 2 minutes?
30 minutes right now.
Love it. Okay, we're going to go rapid fire with like 3 of these questions.
Cool.
First question, could you do a 20-minute special?
Yeah, I have an hour special. So
okay, so you
yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So he knew this already,
yeah.
But 20-minute special, 30-minute special, he's like, no, I got an hour. Let's do it. Love
but
that.
if I were to do it, like I kind of tried to shelf all my material for that hour. So like right now, I could probably do like a 20-minute, like this is almost all this is brand new.
Got it.
Like within the last like less than a year.
That's dope.
A new hour, I don't think so.
But you could do an hour.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid. Most people couldn't say it that confidently, so that's pretty dope. Favorite way to deal with hecklers?
I'd be like really polite. It makes them so uncomfortable.
That's, you know what's funny is I've heard the opposite from other folks, so that's so funny that you're like super nice about it.
Dude, it's so much harder to come back from go fuck yourself, get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
It's way harder to come back for that other than, hey, I'm trying to do something and what you're doing is super distracting and a lot of people paid a lot of money to be here. So you doing this is distracting everybody from what they came here to be, to do or whatever. And that like they get super uncomfortable and the crowd usually applauds and then I didn't have to scream at anybody and I just like you'd be surprised of how much being honest works.
Oh no, but for real. And then also the crowd is against them more now. Yeah. So if they do it again, they're like, dude, he just told you.
Yeah, and I was like being super polite.
Yeah, like but like he couldn't have said it nicer unless he gave you money afterward.
Yeah. But I did have, I'll say this though, I did this show in Ann Arbor on Wednesday. Boo.
Right. Boo. We're in Ohio if you didn't know that.
But I did a show in Ann Arbor, and I did this joke about having OCD.
Okay.
And I was like, is anybody else mentally ill? Which is an insane question to ask a crowd, right? It's funny, though.
It's funny, yes.
And so this one guy, and they were like jawing the whole fucking show, being super obnoxious. And I'm like comedian number like 4 out of 6 on the show.
Oh, God. Yeah. So
it's like the whole show has been like this. And this guy like points to his wife, and he's like, she's fucked. I was like, what'd she do? He was like, she hits me at night. And without even thinking, I was like, she should probably hit you more during the day, too.
Damn.
Just to change who you are fundamentally. So, like, I'm not always polite.
Oh, my God. But that's a great way to do it.
That's the best way to do it is to be polite.
Yes. Yeah,
I think at
that's
least.
That's top tier energy. You were like, and I'm hitting the bottom of the barrel.
I found out later he worked for Raytheon. I was like, well.
Well,
she should hit you more, yeah.
For those that don't know, comment and then we'll explain in the comments if you don't know what that means. Trying to get engagement. Okay, last 3 questions, all back to back to back. Least favorite social media, and then where we can find you on social media.
My least favorite is Twitter and Threads, but I use Threads a lot.
I like Threads.
I like Threads too. It's just it came out after the algorithm was perfected, so it's like 1 out of every 10 things I'm reading, it's like 1 I'm actually interested in. Everything else just makes me angry.
Yep.
And so,
I've seen that with you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Follow me on Threads. It's fun.
It is so much fun.
Just me calling Republicans bad words.
Literally.
But Twitter's my least favorite because Twitter was my favorite for a super long time, and then like we all know why it all changed all of a sudden, and like the Threads algorithm is bad, but if you go on Twitter, it's like I follow like over 1,000 people on Twitter. I see literally none of their stuff. Like it's people I don't follow. That's like all my feed is tons of people I just never. There's like people with blue check marks I've never heard of in my life.
Yeah, no
which
thanks.
if you have a blue check mark and you have less, just don't do it.
Yeah.
it's not cool. But my favorite is probably Instagram, just because I like photos.
Yeah, photos, videos.
Yeah.
Swipe through. Yeah.
I'm also in my 30s, so that's where all my friends hang out, is on Instagram.
Yes, that part. I will say, you're welcome, Instagram, for this. My favorite way to go through Instagram is to hit the Instagram logo, and then I can go through who I'm following, and it's chronological.
Oh,
you didn't know that?
No,
I'll have to show you after this.
That's super cool. Yeah,
I'll have to show you after this. That's my favorite way to go through Instagram. So then, where can people find you on Instagram, Threads?
Yeah,
all the
Instagram,
things?
Threads, TikTok. You can find me at Dan Sebree. Dan is my first name. Sebree, Sebree. I have a stand-up special on YouTube. That is what I care about. Please watch that. It's pretty good, I think.
Yes.
And it's called Unfinished Business on YouTube. Check it out. It's free.
Love it.
I don't even have ads on the video because I don't know how to put them on. So,
we're gonna figure that out for you.
Yeah, so I don't. It's not monetized because I couldn't figure out how to monetize. So go watch it.
That's so funny. I hope 10 years from now somebody's watching this and like, he's full of shit. That video has 10 billion views and he's made $100 billion from it.
Yeah, I'm like rich as fuck.
Yes, love that.
I just pull up to every show with a boat.
Just like literally being towed or in the water. Either way.
That's not even practical.
Love that. Love it. And the last thing, so this episode, do you remember when this episode's airing? It's airing in a couple of weeks, so probably like mid to late May-ish is when it'll air.
Yeah.
So what events, what things you got going on around then, or even after?
The last weekend of May, I have I'll be featuring at Hilarities in Cleveland.
Love it.
Excuse me. Sorry. I was like off mic. I was like, no, you got to mic this.
Yeah.
I'll be at Hilarities at the end of May.
Okay.
And then me and my friend Jesse Sisson, the first Friday of every month, we run a show at the Daily Growler. It's free. It's outdoors. There's really amazing comedians. We're going to go from May 1st and we're going to go up till October. It's the first Friday of every month.
Boom. Get there.
It's free. Go to it. It's going to be really fun.
You have no choice not to go.
Yeah,
Make an excuse.
We have great headliners. We've got Andy Frampton. We got Blake Hammond. We got Rand Barnacle. We have Angie Healy for the first one. We have tons of people that are going to be. It's going to be so much fun.
Love that. That's dope. So yeah, go see you have all summer to see all those. Hilarities, might miss. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, but
giving you a ride.
It's giving you a ride to his show. So no, thank you so much, dude, for coming on. This has been awesome.
Thank you so much.
Simple, straightforward. Just have a conversation about you and comedy.
Yeah, it was
easy
good.
Word.
Come go watch live stand-up comedy.
That part. Big shout out to Rehab Tavern. Thank you for hosting us. It's great that we can be here. We're going to do more stuff here. It's coming. Boom. The other thing is make sure you watch the show if you're not watching it. Make sure you listen to the show because there's a podcast too on Spotify and Apple. So do that. I made sure Apple was there because I'm an Apple snob. Sorry to Spotify. See, I don't even know how to say it. Yeah. I can't even say it.
You're an Apple guy, like an Apple Music guy?
I'm an Apple guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Love it. I'm all about it.
I have Apple stuff, but I definitely still do Spotify.
That's fair. I'm not one of those snobs that's like, I'm just like, not for me.
Choke me out after the show.
Right.
Get the fuck out.
Y'all don't notice, but I'm about to, he's not, you're not going to see him at his shows.
No cross-platform contamination.
But anywho, thank you guys for watching, listening. Make sure you check out the next episode too. Insert music here.
Bom, 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 bom.
Nah, dude, thank you. It's just simple. Easy. Boom, 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 boom.
Try not to sound too pretentious.
No, we love pretentious.